Hello everybody, True Marvis here, your 3 million G gamer. Welcome to another True Plays. Today we're looking at a game called Rain World. It released today, which is the 11th of July 2023. This is priced at £20.99. It's published by Akapara Games, who were very kind enough to provide the code for this content, and developed by Video Cult. The game's $20.99, as I mentioned, in the UK. I reckon that'll be about $25, €25, something around about that. There was a pre-order discount, but unfortunately this will go out after launch, so that will no longer be available if it is taken off at the scheduled time. I was trying to cover this game before launch, but unfortunately real life matters intervened. So we're going to boot the game up. And we're going to start by looking at the options, see what we've got to play around with, and then we're going to get into the game. If the Xbox decides to launch it, that is. Anytime soon, Xbox would be appreciated. Thank you. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, we've got story, we've got arena, we've got remix options. Let's have a quick look. Okay, so we can reset save slots. We've got language options. We have sensitivity and sound options, and we have speedrun. Speedrun validation and backgrounds. Don't know what that does. Configure submenus. Don't know. Okay. Basic stuff. Uses a hotspot system, and it flicks between all the areas pretty well, so that's good. Okay, remix. What's remix? Menus used to activate, configure content for new ways of playing Rain World. Okay, how do I? Oh, okay. Oh. Okay, let's just leave that as default. No, I'm not. £12.49 for the Downpour DLC. I am playing this on my alternate account, so I don't know what this game actually is. So there's actually, the game is worth more than 1,000 game score. And it looks like they want £12.49 for the additional Downpour DLC. It's very expensive. I mean, I've not played the game yet, but very expensive. Okay, so that's right. Okay, so we're here. Right. Oh, we got tabs. Oh, okay. HUD settings, remix settings, legacy settings, vanilla exploits, legacy tongue controls, wall panting, assists. Oh, okay. Well, we're going to leave everything as default in here. I like that these options are here, and I like the amount of options that are here. I absolutely hate this screen though. This screen is really confusing. The fact that this and this, see where my icon is there at the top left? This and this are two separate things. And this is wanting more DLC, which I never like it when a game launches with paid DLC as well. It screams to me. I'm not saying you have done this, but it always suggests to me, or gives me the implies, or gives me the idea that you remove stuff just so you can sell it at an additional price. Anyway, okay, on to the game. Monk, Survivor, Hunter's locked. Custom colors. Okay, I want a blue character. Why is he not changing? Yeah, there we go. Why is he not changing? Does the character model not change? That's weird. Let's see if we're blue. Let's see if we're blue when we start. All right, here we go. Game start. There's his introduction. Oh, we're a slug. Left stick move. That's a pathetic jump. X pick up eat. What do I eat? Beef row. Hold for map. Okay, what do I eat? Is that a helicopter? Is this like an apocalyptic human world? Very minimal sound. Interesting art style. You are hungry. Find food. Okay, we are blue as well. Quite why you wouldn't change the character model though on the screen. Oh, is this? Are you food? Are you food? Can I? Uh-huh. You my little guide bug? Are you food? Can't you eat them? What's... Oh, so X initially, and then hold X to eat. Freeze enough to hibernate. Additional food above freeze kept for later. Uh-huh. Back down then, I guess. Oh. If my camera was on, you would see me looking at the screen at the moment, very puzzled of what I'm actually playing right now. Down A. What? Oh, that means hold A. What was the flicking of the stick then? Rain is coming, find shelter. What's wrong with the rain? Place is safe, stay here and hibernate. How do I do that? Uh-huh. Would it be nice if the creature resembled the one I picked, like same as the color? Right, I don't know what that means. Continue to the next cycle. This is basically it. Find food, survive. Go explore. There's food and shelter to be found, but beware of predators. Is that a way to go? No. Objects can be picked up and carried and tossed. What objects are you referring to? B. So why can't I pick that up again? I will say this is a very confusing. It's not very clear what it wants you to press. I mean, the graphics I like. They definitely feel 16-bit. The game's far too fluid for 16-bit, but the graphics represent 16-bit perfectly fine. So in that regards, nailed it. Okay. that a bad guy? It's got a spear in it now. Did it go away? I don't know. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, he's back. I didn't mean to throw a spear at you, sir. I just want to find out if he's a bad guy. Are you a bad guy? You didn't seem to be, and I threw a spear at you. I must admit, I'm struggling. I'm struggling with this. I am struggling with this to find where the fun is. Um, all right, they're having a go at each other. That's not a hole I can go down. I'm pressing B to pick up, and it's not letting me pick up. Even though that's a clearly pick up. Does that hurt me? No. B was pick up, wasn't it? I can't view the controls. Warning, quitting after 30 seconds into a cycle counts as a loss. Why? Pick up, eat button interactions. Tap pick up options. Hold E. Press while holding direction. Yeah, so it's supposed to be a tap. I'm not picking up that stick for some reason. Well, that's it. Um... X picked that up though. Or was it B? B was throw and X was pick up. Oh, I don't know. What's the point of that? So why can't I crawl down there? I have to admit, guys, I am really struggling with this. I am really struggling to find. I'm still alive. Why am I still alive? I got eaten. I'm struggling to find the purpose of it. I don't. I'm not getting it. I'm just not getting it. Here is strange energy. Where? What? Here is strange energy. There's nothing on this screen looks different to any other screen. What do you mean here is strange energy? Oh, I mean, oh god, oh god, I'm dead. Oh, fantastic. Suppose if you hear any noise in the background. See if that's picking up. Yeah, that's picking up. Amazing. Right, back on microphone now. Hopefully, it's still picking up a little bit. Hopefully, you can't actually hear it. Oh, I'm just going back to the store. I just want to see if I could understand. So you saw that little bit of your gameplay there. I'm just trying to understand what's the point. Explore a vast world of over 1,600 rooms. That's a lot. With ancient secrets and undiscovered dangers. Intense primal encounters will challenge your reflexes. Limited resources and constant impending threat of rain will test your nerve. Procedural design and individualistic AI. Every playthrough is a unique challenge. 2 playable characters. Control your unique campaign with accessibility, speed, and difficulty options sculptured to your particular taste style. Multiplayer arena for 2 featuring competitive beastery. So it's just survive. So it's literally just survive. So it's basically gather food. Gather food, get to a hibernation point. That's literally it. Okay. I don't see what parts procedurally generated as of yet because everything seems to be the same. See, this is the same. Why did I fall through the grab rail? Can I eat these? Apparently not. want to go up there. Bugarovsky. Oh, you can do that. It can do that, everybody. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I honestly don't get. I'm missing the point of this. Right. Positives. Love the graphical style. It does look very 16-bit. It controls great. Other than the control instructions are not very clear at all. But the controls themselves are actually good. They're spot on. I love that there's tons of accessibility options, although once again, the instruction side of it is not very clear of how to access them. Doesn't help. Doesn't help that when we go onto these screens, you make reference to left buttons. We're on a controller, so what's left button on a controller? You know what I mean? That's obviously a mouse reference. If you're making a game for PC, for a console, you need to make sure your controls are updated to represent controller buttons and inputs. This screen for me was very unclear. You can tick this. You can, you know. Why do you have to tick it? But then there's also a button here that does the exact same thing. It's like it's duplication. Adds confusion. And for some reason now I can't access. Yeah, for some reason now I can't access the Rain World remix thing. Look, it's jumping straight from the eye to the tick. Is that a bug? Potential bug there, guys. You might want to look at that. Now I can. But a moment ago, it was jumping from the tick to the eye. Potential bug there. But I love that it has all these. This is great. I'm not sure how helpful these are. Change the amount of Hunter cycles. Hunter bonus cycles. Change the amount of bonus cycles Hunter can receive during their campaign. Slow motion factor. Monk style gates for all campaigns. Disable all karma requirements. Rain timer multiplier. Multiplies the total duration of the rain timer by this amount. Right. Centipede pipe protection. That obviously didn't work. No randomized cycle durations. Wiggle out of grasps. Monk extra light assistance. Oh, light in pitch black areas. Quieter gates and shelters. Right. I just want to see what difference this makes. I have no problem with the things killing me in one hit, by the way. I'm just not seeing... Apparently I can continue even though I died. Actually, I better not do that. I better start a new game. How do I... have to continue? I'm just not getting the gameplay. I just don't... I'm not finding it fun or engaging at all. Now, am I saying is the gameplay bad? No, I'm not. I'm not saying that in the slightest. I'm just saying for me, on a personal level, I don't get the game. I don't. This is not for me. This is sadly not for me. But I'm not one of these content creators, reviewers, whatever you want to call it, who confuse I do not like or I do not get with this is rubbish. This game is clearly not rubbish. I'll give you an example. Right. I do not enjoy playing racing games. Now, while you see some content creators who will basically say every racing game is rubbish and poor, not worth playing, who will dismiss games like Forza and other racing games which are critically acclaimed, will say, racing games are rubbish. Racing games aren't rubbish. Racing games are just not for me. As like this, I'm not getting the gameplay loop in this. It's just not grabbing my interest in the slightest. Now, it does seem that putting it on this mode has reduced the frequency of these lizard things coming out. Which will help people who are struggling with it. I didn't find they were too bad anyway. You just wait your moment and pick your movement. I was just a bit impatient. But I'm just not getting the gameplay loop on this. So if I'm understanding correctly now, I've got a purple one. So I have my food. I now need to hibernate. I think, possibly, maybe. Or do I just keep exploring until it rains? Then I have to hibernate. Oh, where are we going? Don't know. Seems to be a dead end now. So yeah, I don't get this game. This game is not for me. Though I can see that there's been a lot of effort put into this game, and the game is perfectly fine in terms of a functional game. If you've liked what you've seen of this, then excellent. Say it is available right now. But for me, this game is just not doing it. It's not pushing my buttons. It's not grabbing my interest. But by no means is it a bad game. It's clearly not. It's clearly well put together. And 1,600 rooms, that's a hell of a lot. So whilst the price is, I think... while the price is quite high... Bugger! Here's the price. Here's the price issue I have. I've said this on probably hundreds of videos by now. If somebody is undecided on a game, or kind of piques their interest, but they're not sure if they'll like it or not, the higher your price, the less likely they are to take a chance on it. I always think the golden price point for indie games, which this clearly is $14.99. I think that's the golden. I think that's the golden point. I think if you go above that, people are less likely to take a chance on something that might pique their interest, but they're just not sure about. They'll just clearly wait for a sale on it. So to go for $20.99, I think is not going to do this game any favors. Why can't I go through there? I'm confused. I also don't like that there's already $12.99 DLC. I'm not saying this is the case, but I know this does give the impression, and this has been mentioned loads of times and discussed plenty of times, that if you've got paid DLC available straight in the game of straight at launch, it can give the player an impression that you've removed content to double dip twice in terms of selling the game. Now, I'm not saying that's the case on this occasion, because this game may have been out a little while on Steam already. Let's just have a look. So the DLC may have come out, but again, you could have included it with the main game. Just make it a comprehensive edition. Rain World. Oh boy, this game came out a long time ago. This game came out in 2017 on Steam. And it does have mostly positive reviews, so a lot of people are enjoying this, which is great. Just not for me. But yeah. Anyway, I hope this small snippet of gameplay seems to have has helped you make a decision if you want to buy this game or not. I mean, thanks to... I mean, it's got a hell of a lot, but it should do. It's been out 6 years. It's got nearly 13,000 reviews, and it's very positive on Steam. So, you know, it's just... looks great. Controls great. The platforming's good, but that's just not enough to hold my interest. I don't actually get it. I just don't get the gameplay. I hope I've tried to convey that in as clear a way as possible. I'm not saying the game's bad. I'm just saying the game is not for me. And that's where we'll leave it. I want to thank Akapara for providing the code once again for it. It is very much appreciated. And like I say, this game just does not click for myself. But I have tried to convey graphically and gameplay terms, in terms of the actual navigation, moving around and stuff, is very smooth, very slick. It looks great. It definitely replicates the 16-bit era perfectly. Again, I just don't get the gameplay. It's just not. It's just personally not for me. But I am, I can appreciate that others will like this, and it's a perfectly well programmed, made, put together, designed game. It's just not floating my boat, for want of a better term. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.